The assistant manager chip prices have been revealed, and it's very, very interesting. We're going to be going through some of the best managers, in my opinion, with the best fixture run. I'm going to be talking about why you might have to hold your chip and the potential blanks and double game weeks, which are going to play a massive part in this chip overall. Because this chip is probably the most important chip of all of the chips, maybe other than the wildcard potentially. Because this chip is going to contribute to a lot of points. So if you're an FPL fan and you're not subscribed to this channel, hit subscribe on this channel. We do daily FPL content. So if you want all the latest FPL content and news, hit subscribe on this channel. Now, so we'll start off by having a look at the assistant managers in their prices. As you can see, Arteta, Maresca, Arne Slot, Guardiola, and Eddie Howe are all 1.5 million. I'm surprised to put Eddie Howe that high, to be honest, but the other four I can understand, I suppose, with them all being all being top clubs in the country. So Arne Slot's definitely an interesting one. Obviously, Liverpool do double in game week 24, game week 25. But they also do play Man City in game week 26. So obviously you can transfer your managers about if you wanted to. But that is also using a transfer, which isn't ideal. But a 1.5 million Arne Slot for a potential double game week in game week 24-25 does look quite as an easy choice. One just to not even think about, put it on Arne Slot and just leave it. That's absolutely fair enough. Going to the 1.1 million category, Nuno is quite interesting. Obviously Nottingham Forest being third in the table. Nuno at 1.1 million is definitely a decent one. Ange Postecoglou is one that we're going to talk about in a bit because I think he's a very nice price, and Spurs do have potential double game weeks in the future. Obviously, you want to be using your assistant manager really on a double game week as you get 4 fixtures instead of 3. You get them extra points for the win and all that stuff. At 0.8 million, I'm surprised Unai Emery's at 0.8 million, to be honest. I think that's quite underpriced for Unai Emery. Again, we'll have to see on the doubles and blanks if Villa do get any good ones. And Unai Emery at 0.8 million is a great price. Oliver Glasner as well at 0.8, I think that's a decent price as well. And then Ruben Amorim as well at 0.8 million. It's a bit of a violation, but it probably is justified with how bad United have been this season. So he's definitely one to keep an eye on with potential double game weeks in the future as well. And then at 0.5 million, I think Graham Potter's definitely the standout at 0.5 million. Good fixtures at the end of the season for West Ham, a potential double game week in there as well. And West Ham might look a lot better under Graham Potter. And they also get that potential to beat teams that are 5 places above them. West Ham do, because they are quite low in the table at the moment. But yeah, as I say, Arne Slot's an interesting one. I feel like he is going to be the most popular option just because it's an easy one to choose at game week 24 when they do have that double game week, or game week 25. He's quite an easy choice from that point because he's managing the best team in the league at the moment, and with the fixtures and with the double game week, I think Arne Slot is a very safe choice at 1.5 million. Obviously, you're not going to get them extra points for potential wins against teams above you in the table because Liverpool are right at the top. But I don't mind people if they go for Arne Slot. That's absolutely fair enough. Now, the one that I want to talk about is actually Tottenham Hotspur. Now, they are currently winning in the Carabao Cup. So if we just have a look here, it does say that there's a blank game week in game week 29. That is of the teams that win the Carabao Cup. So at the moment, Newcastle are winning, and then Tottenham are beating Liverpool. So obviously, that could change very easily. But if Tottenham do go on to beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, they will then double in game week 33, which makes things very interesting when you have a look at Spurs' fixtures around double game week 33. Obviously, there's all ifs and buts. We need to see if Ange Postecoglou and Spurs can get the win against Liverpool. But if they do, I think Ange Postecoglou could potentially be the best manager to go for when you take a look at this. So before we talk about actually, it is better just clearing up the blanks and double game weeks. So the blank game week in 29 is because of the Carabao Cup finalists, and then the teams in the Carabao Cup final will then double in game week 33 along with their opponents. And then in blank game week 34, that is the FA Cup semi-final. So the 4 teams that are in the FA Cup semi-final will then blank in game week 34, and then they'll double in 36. That's definitely something to be aware of when using this assistant manager chip. But taking a look at Spurs' fixtures, say they do knock out Liverpool and they are in the Carabao Cup final. As I say, that would then move the fixture that they got against Fulham away over to double game week 33. But then you obviously already know that because Spurs are through to the final. Look at the fixtures that Spurs do have. It's not bad at all. When you look at it, you got Southampton at home. That is guaranteed 3 points. Plenty of goals, surely. Wolves away, another team that is terrible defensively overall. Not got a great defence, Wolves, and a good fixture, you'd say, for Spurs then. Nottingham Forest at home is a difficult fixture, but then you could look at it and think if Spurs do beat Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest are still up at the top of the table, Spurs could then get extra points for beating them as they are 5 places below them, which is definitely something to take note of. And then obviously that Fulham away fixture in game week 29 would be a blank game week, and it will get them pushed to game week 33, meaning that Spurs in game week 33 would have a double game week of Nottingham Forest at home and Fulham away, which is pretty nice. You'd say overall your fixtures are Southampton home, Wolves away, Nottingham Forest at home, and Fulham away. It's not a bad 4 fixtures, and Ange Postecoglou's Spurs score a lot of goals. They're an exciting team to watch. So it could definitely be one where Ange Postecoglou at 1.1 million as well, quite a nice price there with 4 nice fixtures. I think that could be one to look at definitely. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you're thinking as your assistant manager in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.